Welcome back to Uncle on the Internet. Okay, so tonight I entered this vid by Impressive and it's called Future is Still Hurt Over Ciara and Lori Harvey. He disses Russell Wilson. What a shocker. If I had my favorite time, he's just been sore about about his ex. Anyway, and DDG jealous of Halle. Future, we get it, you're still not over Ciara, and I don't blame you. Look at Ciara, she's hot as hell. Russell Wilson's a very lucky man to have that woman. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna dive right in. So without further ado, let's get to his reaction. I can't even hate on Russell Wilson because he's bagged one of the fittest birds on the planet.
Future disrespects Ciara's husband, Russell Wilson, and he name drops Lori again. Is he obsessed and pressed?
Yes.
Also, the YouTube rapper DDG admitted that he's insecure in his relationship with Halle Bailey. To find out more, stay tuned and watch the video.
That's not surprised me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. Future is still, and I mean still, y'all, bitter over Ciara and Russell Wilson's relationship. He also is still bitter over his breakup with Lori Harvey. Now, in his song he did with Quavo called Turn Your Click Up, he dissed Russell and name dropped Lori and said this: I got it out the field, F Russell. Go and ask Lori about the Patek, and then go and ask Jordan, ask Des. And I'm assuming the Jordan he's referring to is Michael B. Jordan. But anyway, I want to first start with his line where he says, F Russell. To me, I feel at this point, Future is being purposely disrespectful, and he's trying to do everything in his power to get Russell to respond. But Russell is never going to stoop at his level.
He's too busy.
Russell is just a stand-up guy. Future, on the other hand, is very insecure, very petty, and he's also very threatened by Russell.
He's bitter.
Because truthfully, he can never be on his level. Future feels threatened by Russell because Russell came through and stepped up and raised his son and married the love of his life, Ciara, and it's still a very, very, very sore spot for him. Now, just to kind of refresh you all on the history, Future and Ciara were engaged at one point, and they did have a child together named Future Jr., but they did break up, and Ciara was honestly left alone to raise Future Jr. by herself. Now, when little Future was just a toddler, Ciara did meet Russell, and they started dating. They got very serious, and Russell ended up marrying her in 2016. This was a huge sore spot for Future. Future was very upset to see how close Russell got to his son. And it's kind of weird to me because you would think that he would be happy that another man cared enough for his son. But Future is not secure enough for that. Also, he was upset to see how quickly Ciara moved on, because I think Future thought Ciara was going to be like some of his other baby mamas, who was going to still stick around and hang on to him.
Nah.
But Ciara wasn't going to do that. She wasn't going to stick around and allow Future to continue to play her and cheat on her. So she moved on. And to this...
As she should. And if you're not going to treat your bird right, your bird's going to go out and find another nigga's going to do so. If you're not going to treat your bird right, someone else will. And look where he is now, bruh. Just take the L now.
It hurts Future. In fact, Future made it apparent that he still has feelings for Ciara.
Ciara
He
looks
did
so
a whole
hot.
video for his song Love You Better, and in the video, he had actors portray Ciara and Russell, and he wore the clown face, and he was just looking on in regret. The love of his life grew up and married somebody else. So to this day, it still hurts Future, which is why he's talking about it. And he's taking shots at Russell because he's angry that Russell took his place. He's especially angry at the fact that his son Future regards Russell as more of a father figure than he does him. And I think more than anything, his ego and his pride is hurt. And he is very, very insecure because he doesn't feel like he really measures up to who Russell Wilson is, at least to Ciara. He has all of the money and all of the fame and respect in the hip hop community, but when it boils down to it, Russell Wilson will always be seen as more respectable than he is, and he's threatened by
The people
that.
been out here
That's why I think he continues to
What's
take.
funny is, right, people been out here calling Russell Wilson a simp and some shit. I swear I heard that somewhere. I don't know how true that is, but he might be a simp, but look at who his wife is. Excuse me, if Ciara was your wife, you'd be simping over her too. Let's be real here.
Deep shots at Russell, and I think Russell should send him a cease and desist because he shouldn't allow this man to continue to provoke him in songs. It's just not right. But I know Russell is not going to respond because he's not that type of guy. He doesn't need to respond. The more he ignores him, the crazier Future looks.
Yeah.
Future is pressed. He can't hide it. He's pressed, and
he's got "I'm bothered" tattooed on his forehead,
and he hasn't found a way to work through that hurt. He has all of these different children with all of these different women. He hasn't been able to find a woman who truly loves him for him. I think he said Valentine's Day is the worst day. And the reason why is because most of the women that get with him now...
Hi. I just can't stop playing Monopoly Go. It's like Monopoly, but on...
want him for his money.
Let me go
loves
back.
him for him. I think he said Valentine's Day is the worst day. And the reason why is because most of the women that get with him now only want him for his money and his gifts. Ciara was probably one of the few women who really loved him for him. And Ciara got a lot of criticism when she did get with Future because Future already had 3 other baby mamas.
Yeah.
So everybody was looking at Ciara like she was crazy. They were like, why are you giving this guy a chance?
I could imagine.
Better than this. But she loved Future. However, Future did not cherish her. He did not appreciate her when he had her, and he ended up fumbling her, and to this day, he's hurt about it. And he's pressed at the fact that Lori Harvey moved on as well. He did have a fling with Lori, and I will say, I think Lori finessed Future. Lori finessed Future. I think she had him buying her all types of gifts, and he thought that he really had something with Lori, but Lori moved on as well. Lori is also another one who's not going to stick around and get played by Future. She knows that she has a lot of options, so she moved on very quickly. And when she started dating Michael B. Jordan, Future got in his feelings as well, and he dissed her on the song Maybach and said, Magic City, I'm the owner. Tell Steve Harvey I don't want her. Must have forgotten to tell her daddy she begged me not to leave. Put baguettes on your ankles, dang near up to your knees. She didn't have a choice but to go F a lame after me. So he not only took a dig at her, but Michael B. Jordan. And now in his latest song, he name-dropped Lori, and it seemed like he name-dropped Jordan. I don't know how old this song is. It kind of sounds a little old. But either way, it comes to show that Future is still hung up on Lori, and he's definitely still hung up on Ciara. He hates the fact that both of those women left him for men that seem to be more respectable than him. And I think that hurts his ego. And I honestly think he just needs to go to therapy to sort out the pain that he's feeling, because it's clear that he's just a hurt man and he just doesn't have a healthy way of processing that.
He's just a man scorned.
Now, moving on, I want to talk about
even though he did the scorning.
DDG, because he too is very, very insecure. But I will give him credit for at least admitting that he's insecure. Now, if you don't know, DDG is dating the Little Mermaid herself, Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey is a rising Hollywood starlet. She's rising in the ranks, and the more popular she gets, the more insecure DDG gets. And he talked about this in his song Famous. He said, filming a movie, now you kissing dudes? You know I love you a lot. I don't give a F at that stuff for promo. I don't want to see this ish no more. Why y'all holding hands in the photo? You know I'm insecure. That's a no-no. I be so insecure that I be thinking you really be effing dudes you in movies with. But on the internet, I just be calling it. But in my head, a man is really losing it. Gotta be paying good because you keep doing it. I might just tweet something just to ruin it. I got a platform, I'm abusing it. It's a couple of things about your job I want to know. When you shoot your movie, do these dudes turn you on? When you leave the set, do y'all still text each other phone? Just because they filming it, it don't mean that it ain't wrong. So he's being very honest about how he feels about Halle shooting romantic scenes with her male co-stars. And clearly it affects him, which is why he acts out the way he does on social media. I remember when Halle was promoting The Little Mermaid, he was doing the most on Twitter. He was tweeting out all types of crazy stuff, talking about he loves stinky sex, and
Bruh.
so many people immediately thought of Halle, and they were wondering, well, is Halle
What?
stank? What's going on? So he was tweeting this stuff, and of course people were upset because they felt like he was trying to ruin Halle's image during one of the most pivotal points in her career. Some people found out he was also trolling Halle's co-star Jonah on one of his burner accounts. So
Nah.
he was doing a lot, and he would upload videos reacting to Halle and Jonah's romance scenes, and it was kind of annoying. A lot of Halle's fans were not feeling DDG, especially since he was doing all of this during Halle's promo run. They felt like he was taking attention away from what she was doing. And also, I think DDG was doing a lot of this to increase his engagement because he does thrive off of clout. He loves doing things for shock value to get people engaged and interested in his content. So he will say and do outlandish things to get people interested. But now that he's dating Halle Bailey, a lot of what he says will reflect on her and make her look bad. And the sad thing is, he knows this. He knows that when he tweets certain things, it will embarrass her. And that's what he admitted to in his song. And that's extremely off-putting. The fact that this guy who's supposed to be in a relationship with Halle is willing to tweet something to ruin her image all because he's upset and insecure is really messed up. And it honestly reeks of jealousy. He is probably jealous of Halle's success. And it's really unraveling some things in him that is just very off-putting. I think he needs therapy for that. I also think he needs therapy for his attention-seeking ways. And honestly, I think Halle can do better. I think she should be with somebody who's a lot more secure and more mature than DDG. But the thing is, Halle knows how DDG is. He has shown his true colors, but she still chooses to stay with him. And I don't really like that for her, but at the end of the day, it's her decision. But I will say this, I do like the fact that Halle has kind of limited her public appearances with DDG, at least on her platform. DDG still posts her on his videos and stuff like that, and he does it for clout, of course. But I like the fact that she has been more careful not to show up at different red carpet events with him, and she hasn't really posted him like that on her pages. And I think her PR people told her, hey, listen, you want to separate your brand from his, because DDG is viable to do something that might embarrass you. So don't closely associate with him. Make sure there is a clear separation. And I think that's what Halle is really doing on her end. Now, on the flip side, what Halle could do is she could probably capitalize off of the relationship drama in her upcoming music, because DDG has no problem talking about her and his new music to get streams and clout. So I think she should talk about him in her music. She should talk about the fact that he was in his ex-girlfriend Ruby Rose's DMs, and she should call him out on his antics and everything. I mean, since he's doing that to her, I don't see why she can't do the same. I mean, it's all for marketing, right? Y'all ate it up when Summer Walker did it. Shoot.
True.
But ideally, I would hope that she sees the light and eventually moves on. But anyway, tell what y'all think about this video down below.
What I think is, this is why people should keep their relationships private. Thank God DG, he knew and got himself into dating this girl, but at least he can admit that, like, about how he really feels about seeing scenes with her and the Little Mermaid co-star. But bruh, it's just too much. Did you really have to get up on TikTok and just show your like raw reaction to the to the scenes in question? Like, nah, mate, nah. So yeah, and in regards to Future, it's got a sting, right? He had a queen, but he shuffled the deck. And now look, you know how to take that L, bro. Let it go now. Like, we get the point, we get it. You're still not over her, you're still not over Lori. Like, nah. But yeah, I could imagine people at the time were like to Ciara, what are you doing? You could do better than this guy. Guy who has multiple baby mamas. So yeah, I do get that. Believe me, who hasn't been there, right? where they've been so in love with somebody, they've ignored all the warning signs, and they still got with this person anyway, even after people were saying that they can do better than them. Trust me, I know, right? I got with somebody. I didn't even tell my friend that I got with them. They found out from somebody else, and they said to me in a message, in a voice message, they were like, you can do better, Johnny. Lo and behold, they were right. It is what it is. I just kind of want to distance myself from that situation from my past now. Very hard though, because other people can't let it go. Lord knows I've let it go though. Just moving on and focused on other things. Because I got other things to be enjoying right now. Like I just had my graduation, was it 2 days ago? It was a good day. I was really tired though. I was up at 5 in the morning just to get ready and then go there. But yeah, let me continue. And it's remember, it's going to see other people saying right now because I just went off on a tangent there. So I said, if there was a bitter baby daddy committee, Future would definitely be the president. Yes, most definitely he would be. But yeah, apparently Hallie's now stopped posting her man like that. Fair enough, mind you, because a lot of people, right, when they get in relationships, they almost make it their brand. They're just plastering their relationship everywhere, plastering it on their Instagram feeds, their IG stories, their Snapchat. It's like just make each other Facebook official and just make it Facebook official and just leave it at that. But to be fair, if I was dating anybody, I would not be out here making it Facebook official neither. So yeah. Like seriously, I could be seeing somebody right now and no one would know about it. Like that's how private I really keep who I'm chatting to. Someone said, unfortunately, Hallie was a sheltered girl and will have to learn the hard way. I hate to see it, but it is what it is. I just feel like he's going to ruin her. I don't know. We'll just have to watch the space and see. Yeah. So the Future is the definition of always want what you can't have and never appreciate what you got. There's a lot of people who can never appreciate what they got. But yeah, I'm just trying to be more appreciative of what I've got and not what I don't have. I got a degree. I got my health. I've got my family. I'm thankful for that. Anyway, instead of dissing the guy that's doing your job as a dad, swallow your pride and tell him thank you because he has the guts and courage to do what you don't want to. Yeah, you should be thanking this guy. But I don't know what's even more annoying and even more pathetic. A nigga dissing his ex's new partner as if he did not treat his ex like dirt when he was with them, or a dude who is dissing his new partner's ex at every given opportunity. Because either one is just pathetic. The ex dissing their ex's new partner, or the new partner dissing their partner's ex. Regardless which one you look at it, it's still pathetic regardless. But yeah, Russell is doing a good job just paying it dust. Because honestly, if he started responding to it, we would just be like, really nigga, you didn't need to respond to this. Like there wasn't any need for this. Just like how I felt when Kiki Palmer's baby daddy took to Twitter. I was just like, I agree with you, I get where you're coming from, but I just don't agree with the fact you just took it to Twitter. That's all. That's all. I'm not gonna penalize you for it. Who am I to do so? Look at me here on YouTube venting about shit, which not everyone needs to know about. Day is my channel, right? If I want to vent about something that's bugged me, I have my right to do so. But yeah, hopefully these guys can heal whatever it is that's bothering them and just get on with their lives and just be happy and be thankful for things that they have. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post if whenever I feel like it, and I'll see you next one. Bye.